Warning, the following broadcast contains strong opinions, playful antics, and controversial topics causing off-the-rails fun. Chances for being offended are higher than average for sensitive people. Viewer discretion is not advised. Live a little and have some fun.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Coach's Box. Fellas, how we doing?
Well, we're here, I think. Well,
we are here.
If you look at our little windows, we're missing a guy right now.
I don't know where this guy is.
Per use.
I don't know where he's at.
Per use.
Casper the third. Casper the third.
We should have put a
I'm
cardboard
noticing
cutout out there.
Yeah, it's the Black Cat Caspers, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
it's always...
Hey, they're going to say, well, you're doing the show at St. Pius the 10th.
Yeah, that's what we are. Caspers
Not
around
that
here.
far down the road. Jason just lives like right over there or something, doesn't he?
He might live closer to here than he does to La Pachanga.
Well, there you
Well,
go.
definitely,
See?
definitely.
What's the problem?
There is
There
no
you
problem,
go.
right?
He has practice, I think.
Yeah,
I
it's
think that's
practice.
what's...
Talk about practice.
Talking about practice. Well, we were just saying off air, it's been a couple weeks, guys. How was your holidays?
My daughter raked Christmas. I'm telling you right now. You know how I know? Because I'm standing on the corner asking for money with that other guy with the cardboard sign and going,
My daughter.
I'm broke.
Not gonna lie, spent it on Christmas gifts.
Well, the other guy says, not going to lie, buying booze. Maybe they'll feel sorry for me. I don't know.
Right.
I don't
That's
know.
funny.
How about you, Blair?
Well, I had a great Christmas. And then spent my New Year's Eve in Kansas City. We able to go watch some.
Hey, there he is.
Gosh, look at him. That's exactly
thank
why
you,
he
sir.
stopped.
Thank you.
That's right.
New Year, I'm bringing gifts.
Wow.
Is that Santa? Is that Santa?
I think it's about time Blair buys it next time, but I'm here.
Well,
Yeah.
geez, Riley.
Maybe next time that we're.
You do owe me a water.
I do owe you a water. I did steal one from you last week.
Somebody, hey, Blair. Somebody's going to owe somebody chicken wings here
Somebody's
in
gonna-
a week.
You're right,
Week
they
and a
are.
half.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it'll be St. Pius the 10th. Getting paid by me, probably, the way we're playing.
Listen, I just talked about what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to sit out in the corner with my sign and ask for more money so I can pay for the chicken wings, too. It's like, this is for chicken wings. This is what's going to happen. We got.
I haven't bought your sissy beer, you two. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Appreciate you.
I don't
Thanks, Coach.
drink.
You need one?
Pass over here. I'm thirsty.
Thank you.
Zach, you want one?
Nope, I got this right here.
Oh man, would you not
Zach,
hit the microphone?
Sorry.
Zach, we got our 10 minutes of pies in today. Yeah. We've been doing that for a month.
For a month? Hold on. Yeah, that's way too much time that you spent on it.
Just saying, man, when you lose to Pius all the time on your first conference game of the year, you got to try to swing that thing around.
Yeah, you got to get that one.
And you guys are playing better, so I don't want to hear it. Whooped up on.
Better might be a relative term.
relative term.
You're on a win streak.
No.
Two is
not a win streak.
It has happened before.
3 is a win
Okay, who
streak.
you play next?
St. Paul.
St. Paul. Okay.
No.
Justin, hey, they beat Bourbon the other day. I saw.
Yeah.
Yep, beat Lesterville.
Lesterville.
Yep,
night.
and
They're on a
Lesterville.
roll.
Hey, 2 teams with 2 wins in a row.
Whoa.
Yeah, beat it up.
The battle of
Hey,
who's going to be the winning streak?
Justin,
Beat it up or beat it off?
You notice I didn't say beat off.
Well, if you would have, I'd have stepped over you.
Oh!
You bet you would have scooted over, you weirdo.
Give me that beer back. We're not doing that.
Hey, Justin, if you need Pius film, I got one or two.
Sure, he's already got it. Of course you do.
I don't have anything.
You're so full of it.
I watched your game on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. You could have found
You were
anything
up
better
like
to do.
10, dude, at one point. I haven't got much past that.
Listen, we are all about the Catholic way of giving. Here's the ball. Here's the ball.
Yeah, it is. That brings up bad memories of
very
last
frustrating.
night for us too. We were up 10 on Potosi, and we just handed it right back. And at halftime, we go in tied 30-30. It's like we should have won the game. I've had.
Hold on. What's it like to score 30 points in a half?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't know if we've done that.
No. I don't think we have.
Look at him over
No.
All right, so you will. It's coming, January 13th, and it's a Friday, and it's dated the 13th.
Oh, my goodness. Is it 4 games?
Yes.
Oh yes, sir.
Are we going to actually have?
As long as
Hey,
you
I
got
don't want to
as long as
hear
you got
it.
one.
We've been playing full JV games this year, sir.
Okay.
Zach's on a winning streak with his J. Nope, I take it back. He's won 2 in a row.
No, I've won 2 total. 2 total.
Hey, he went from 0-2. Now he's won 2. So
Now they're
it's 2
back
and
to 5.
2 and 2.
That's
500.
right. 500 record on
He's
the
He
JV.
has no idea
He's
what the
wrong.
JV record
He's
is.
wrong.
Does
I
he?
do. Yeah, no, it's 2 and 3. I take it back. So yeah, the Hillsborough.
I'm not
game.
gonna lie,
I put that one out of my mind.
I'd have to ask.
No, you got to relive it every day.
I'd have to ask Coach Buddy. I wouldn't know what the exact record is.
Hey, so right now, while we're live, we have everybody here on the Ethernet, all of our usual people watching and our closet people watching.
We don't have any of those.
Yes, we do.
No.
They wear red.
They're from China.
They wear red. Like China. Red.
Dude,
China.
I've been getting some weird China stuff on my St. Thomas basketball. Like, these people
ADD.
keep posting stuff. You
Yes.
know?
Mine did the exact same
Yes,
thing.
I have ADD, and I'm fired up tonight.
And we know
I
this group
can't
chat
tell.
was
What
fired
is
up.
today? Wednesday? I mean, you look as of Friday. It'll be a week, and then me and you. Face off! I'm fired up.
Are we going to have a show next week, or are we just not?
Heck yeah, we gotta have a show. We gotta talk smack. Because he's
He's not going to call like he sees it.
You know
That
what?
would
No,
be the
he's so
coaches
lame.
speak.
Coaches
That would
speak. That's exactly what I was gonna
Coaches
say.
speak episode.
He
Are
won't
you-
say anything.
He won't.
Are you
At all.
serious?
We're just
You're really going to talk
Yeah,
about
really.
coaches
You're-
speak?
hey, you're
are
the
the
pot
most
called
coaches
Kettle
speak
Black.
person I've ever heard.
Not when
The
it
only
comes
one
to
that's
this
sitting
show.
here that doesn't coach speak is me.
Hey, you should have heard.
When
You
it
should have
comes
heard
to
him.
the show? No
Hal
way.
just called you a while ago, and you gave all the coach speak that you wanted.
Well, that's to the
for
radio.
KTJJ.
That's
I don't even
what
want
you're
KJF
supposed
or
to
whatever
do.
it was. That was so much coach speak.
It doesn't
You might
say
as well
the
say
coaches box.
You
on it.
might as well
Was
say
it every cliche?
Hey, yeah, I gotta take it one game at a time. Crap like
Good
that.
Lord willing.
Good Lord willing.
Gotta help the ball club
Did
win.
he take the phone call here? Is that why he's saying He said good Lord willing. 'Cause he's here at the Catholic school.
My
He's
gosh.
got to say that.
I'm over there like, you gotta be kidding. That's not
I won't tell you what he was doing on his side.
Let's just say that I was trying to distract him.
Yeah, he was trying, and it was making me laugh.
And no cameras in here, so yeah, except
Yeah.
the ones on us.
Yep, now.
He was
Yeah.
trying to make me laugh, and he was doing a pretty good job of it. So
Yep. So, yeah, hold coach speak.
I did do that.
We're just going to take it one game at a time. That's all we can do.
That's right. That's the same as us.
Yep.
Every day's a new day.
It's literally what next week's show's going to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we
One
go right into
day
it. Talk
at a
about
time.
since you guys played over Christmas break. Fill us in a little bit about all the different tournaments. It's
Oh,
kinda-
great. Yeah, I went I won 1 out of 3 games. That's great. Great Christmas break. Thank you.
It was great. That's what we did.
Lost to freaking Farmington 59-58. Should have won that darn game. Had the ball with 7.8 seconds left to win it. Go the full length of the court, and Gabe, who scored 29 in the game, dished off to Jarvis, who hadn't hit a shot all night, and he shoots and misses, and that's the end of the game. And so, yeah, we did win one. We lost. North County just mopped us. That Civi kid, 31 points
a
and
really good
19.
game.
31 points and 19 rebounds. There wasn't much we could do.
I watched that one.
did.
I actually paid the money. sat at home and watched it.
Yeah,
I
I invited him to go with me, and he wouldn't do it.
Well, and had some stuff I need to do. And besides that, I was going to be out of town for the next couple days. So
you're going to be at your dad's.
No, we went to Rolla tournament.
Oh,
where
okay.
they pay for us to go over there and get our butts kicked.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And then feed you.
And get our butts kicked.
So I paid.
We did.
I paid to get my butt kicked. North County mopped us. The tournament though was pretty interesting. I mean, Potosi ended up third, and we lost to them last night by 9, which we fouled them a bunch at the end. I mean, it was a 4 point game the entire game. Heck, we led the game most of the game, and my kids are playing well. We just got to finish at the end of games and quit letting. Got to be able to go for the jugular, man. Like you get up on a team where you
Echo.
I feel like this is something I've said before.
Oh my God, I've said it a bunch of times this year. I mean, we were up on Farmington big early. Same thing, Potosi up big early, and we don't go for the kill shot. It's like, dude, blood's in the water. Let's go. Nope. Hey, well, let's let them back in. That'll be more fun.
You guys are trying to do the Catholic way of giving too.
Giving everybody.
We've been kind of giving.
Here.
Give it back.
But I will say, I
don't know.
thought there was more parity down there, but man, Park Hills mopped it up. I mean,
Park Hills is good now.
They
Yeah,
mopped.
pretty good.
Man, they're
I mean, they're good, and they're in our district.
I'm sorry.
And that's not even yeah. The first place team is in our district. The third place team is in our district. Fredericktown didn't play bad down there in our district. Or no, they're not. They're not in our district. My bad.
Fredericktown's done?
No.
Really?
St. Jen in our district.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, our district's got
Loaded.
some teams
Loaded.
down there that. I mean, Potosi lost to Stillville earlier in the year and got revenge and beat them to get third place. And I mean, that tournament is just. I mean, it's fun to be in. It's just upsetting when you do have a good team and you get a good seed, and then you have to face off against an 8-9 seed,
which is a really good team.
Against a really good team, which who was probably underseeded because of their record.
Yeah, they were. I thought.
Oh yeah, sure. They
I saw
played some good
I saw him play a little
competition.
bit at Mac, and after we played South Iron, I was like, man, North County's not bad. That's the first time I saw him play.
Yeah, I was down there. I filmed both those games, and I was like, man, we beat DeSoto about the same, but right after that. But North County, yeah, they're good.
Yeah, and they really played a really good game.
They're physical.
I mean, and that was, I felt like, was the difference. They were so much more physical than you in the first half, and I think your kids couldn't handle it to begin with, and then you got some issues with some foul trouble, and that didn't help you either.
If that's the way you want to put it.
Sorry, I got a little under my weather there.
I can tell.
Hey, I gotta say, you know who has a technical now this year?
No.
Not just me.
I do.
Hey!
Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club.
And I don't care. I'll say what I said to get it, and it's garbage. I said to my assistant coach, I said, I knew it was going to be like this down here, and I was talking about the physicality of the play. The ref thought I was just talking about him, so I got teed up.
Yeah. I mean, and the physicality.
Sorry, I just had to throw it out there.
The
I
physicality of
always
the
get
game
the crap
was like
from
that.
getting technical, so
I hate getting them. That's a goal I've had the last couple of years. I try not. I don't want them, and it is what it is.
You talk about the physicality of the game, and
it was physical.
I will bring it up because I'm not playing down there, but I still feel like in that quality of a tournament, first round game should have 3 officials and not 2.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
It puts the game at a big disadvantage.
This is when I'm going to coach speak. No comment.
And the reason why I say that is, some of those games are very competitive in the first round. Mm-hmm. And this year alone, I mean, the tournament was very difficult to seed, and you can attest to that. I mean, there was
we were the second undefeated team, and we're the 8th seed.
So I think you go down and you look at that, and you go, man, that's tough. So the way the seeds came about, there were some very physical games, but 2 officials have a hard time calling it consistently because you're you're not seeing everything. You're going to miss things.
It's
going to be physical.
After Christmas, right?
Yep.
Okay. And during the day. So I'm guessing the issue probably is starting at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Probably have people working.
But a lot of those guys only
jobs.
do one game.
Oh, really?
They just do one. So, I would love to know why that happens because I feel like, we've been down there the last couple of years and I've seen them, even in the girls, some of the girls' games are very physical in that first round games. And I'm thinking, man, like, why is there only 2 officials? I mean, what's the logic behind it? I don't know if it's, don't want to add another official or can't find another official or what it is. But, man, I think it just takes away from the game itself. I mean, anytime you have 2 officials, when you're used to 3, it's called differently. You can't tell me it isn't. Because you're going to miss things, and that you're an official and you're human. And I talked to an official that was down there and officiated the game right after that, and I even asked him. I said, "How do you go from a 2-man crew to a 3-man crew? How do you handle that as an official?" And he's like, "It's difficult because you're trying to your concept is you got your zone, your area, and you're focused on that, and then you got to go to a 2-man, and you got to see."
Different zone, different
half the floor. So you take half the floor instead of a third of the floor. That's a big difference.
Oh, and I want to be very clear: the officials had nothing to do with our losses.
No.
Nothing to do with it.
But I was saying, is the physicality of the game. The game has to be physical with only 2 officials because you're not going to see every little bit of contact that's being made because there's only 2 of you and there's 10 people out there. There's going to be physical play underneath the basket or away from the ball or whatever, and you're just going to miss it. So, and that official that I talked to, he was like, man, it's tough because you're so used to that, and then you go to that, it's tough. And he said it puts us in a bad spot as an official.
Well, because then you're going to take the brunt of it,
yes.
And you're not used to the. I mean, it's just.
Well, and the speed of the game.
Yeah. The speed is one thing.
The speed of a high school, 2 good teams, especially if they're running full court man or running man. Both teams are running man. Both teams are trying to run transition to get out and run it. But I don't know why they have 2. I'm assuming it's money. Money.
I would have to assume if it's right after the holidays and it's during the middle of the week. If you're not a teacher, I didn't realize, I guess a lot of officials are involved in education who I didn't, know over the years, but you're probably working at your job.
Yeah.
And so until you're getting off work at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
I can tell you this, that there was at some of the games where there was 2 officials officiating, there was like 4 or 5 officials in the stands. Oh. So, I mean, there was.
I would say it's probably money.
And
it's just money.
And
really,
I'm not only saying it happened at Park Hills. We've seen it happen in the city at some of those tournaments too. So I wonder, what is the logic behind
official
it?
Shortage holiday tournaments?
Maybe, and so many of them.
So then, what we need to do is just not have holiday tournaments.
Shut up, Zach.
I knew that was coming from Zach. I was waiting. Just the holiday tournaments and no late practices.
No late practices. Let's cut this
Enjoy
over.
some family time.
Games need to start at 3 o'clock.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Hey, wait. Football has how many games? I think basketball should only have 15 games in a season. Let's play on Friday nights.
Ooh, Friday night, Saturday.
15 weeks of
Friday,
basketball.
Saturday.
No, we're not. No. Saturday is a weekend.
Stop.
We play shootouts all the time now.
Stop.
I don't play all the time on Saturdays. I can't help
There's
your
all
head
kinds
coach
of-
does that.
We do one.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's shootouts.
We don't even have
galore.
a game the rest of that week. We play one damn game that week.
I don't
that
think
we
I
play
play
that
on
one.
a Saturday. And the only
That's
way
it.
it would happen if it was that
Tournament or
a
something.
tournament.
Yeah, playing a tournament. But, but I don't know if you guys think about it, but
Try not to.
Is it really difficult
I'll
for
give
you
my
to
two
coach in a game that has 2 officials?
Yes.
Here's the thing. I'll give my 2 cents as the non-head coach. The issue I'm going to ask, and you can say yay, nay, or if I'm an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Okay. Does it when you talk about the physicality? Are you referencing post to post where they're trying to get position, or are you talking about the fact that he's the ball handler, This is, and we have to. Hey, listen. You know what we have to do every single year? We have to take 4 or 5 hours out of our day to watch videos and take a test. And they talk about a point of emphasis hand checking, but then it never gets called because why? I don't know.
Maybe it does get called, but it doesn't get called consistently, so the kids can't understand why I get called for it that time, but I just did that last possession and I didn't get called. So I think that's the hardest part as in a two-man. I think that makes it even harder because you can't. Well, if you did call that, you're going to be there all night.
You can't see that. You can't see on the other side of that guy if the guy's back to you.
Hey, but here's the thing, right? It might take just like disciplining a student or a child or something. It might take a year.
He's going to bring up cell phones.
No, I'm not bringing up cell phones. It might take a year across the entire state, but if every single arbiter, officiate, organization, whatever, said, "Hey, we're going to call the hand checks."
It'll still be called differently depending on where you're at
in different parts of the state.
I understand that, but if collectively, Misha said, "Hey, we are going to,"
they have collectively. I've watched the gosh darn videos.
Obviously not, right?
Well, I mean, I'm saying they've put it out collectively,
right? But but we've said for years now, plural, going on year 3 coming up here, in a couple months. Yeah.
What?
March.
The show.
March.
Yeah.
Oh.
Has it been 3 years?
3 years in March.
Yeah.
We haven't kicked off the air yet?
No.
There's still people watching this?
First Amendment, baby.
130.
Well, that's
Wait. We have imaginary numbers of viewers, and they're all from China.
It's all fake.
They're fake.
Fake numbers. Fake.
I was being serious, though. I keep having these spammers on my basketball pages saying they're broadcasting my games.
Don't click on them. That's not good.
I just keep blocking them.
All I know is we have all these fake viewers.
Great value.
Yep. It's all about great value, too.
If
Jim was here, Jim would talk about a great value. That's for sure.
I'm not going to lie. I don't want to talk about officiating because I just feel like
when officials watch the show that they feel like we're going to be.
I'm not downplaying that. What I'm downplaying is why. What is the logic behind it? And maybe somebody can answer that for me.
Official shortage.
And
I'm just telling you.
Hold on. Hold on. Time. An official shortage, you're saying, is why you're not calling the rules?
No. I'm talking about the 2-man crew. I thought that's what you were talking about.
Okay.
Why they're not calling that? It's just because you go back to what you think and what you know, and you can unless you sit there and drill it down and have them clinic the thing, a couple times a year, if not more. You're not going to get that.
I get
Sorry.
Hey, I get it.
Sorry. Jason's right.
Basketball is the most subjective sport to call, right?
Sure
is. It's outside of maybe
hockey.
Well, and I'm sorry, and it depends on the style of play your team plays. I mean, teams know if they're physical with us that I got a couple kids that are going to struggle, and if it's allowed to be that physical, you're going to have a good chance. I'm not
Are you taking notes, Chris?
Yeah,
and like I said to me a minute ago,
should I?
Us as coaches,
you already know that. You guys did it right on this court last year.
Us as coaches have to coach the game differently. When it's
could be a Monday, could be a Wednesday, could be a Friday. You got to tell them it's going to happen 3 different ways.
And that's why I always want to say, is maybe it's the lack of officials being able to officiate games or don't want to officiate games anymore. Is it something in the future that we go back to 2 officials across the board to get more people?
We might have to. The way they keep talking, and I share it out every time I get that email. I share it out. I want officials. I want good officials. I want people that want to do it for the right reasons and not just want a paycheck. And I've had some really good officials over the years and even this year. And I wish we had kid that graduated from here, Eisenman or whatever. He's a really good young
Jeremy.
He's a really good young official, but we don't have
very many
young ones. Hey, you know what's happening to him? He's going and doing college games and stuff. Yeah. See, and if you're young, and he's young.
Well, think about this. I was telling him off air. Go back and just think in our area, maybe JCC and South. Think about coaching. Like if we're gonna put at 39-40, how many coaches are 39-40 older versus less than 39?
Yeah.
And we'll say this, and work for the district.
Wait. Why would you do it? I'm going to tell you right now. Why would you want to get into coaching? Why would you want to get in education right now? Do you want to deal with all the bull crap where kids think that they're cats and you got litter boxes and crap going on? Absolutely not. And as soon as that happens, rest assured, I'm out. I'm out.
The coach and teacher speak is really coming thick now for me.
I'm done. I'm out.
I want to say a lot of things.
I'm not doing it. I'm not
But,
doing
you know-
it. I think it's stupid. Anybody here watching this thinks that's okay? Check yourself, because there's something wrong.
but
And
how
I
many
don't
young-
want to do it. Why would you why if I had to go back, if I went
Wouldn't do
back and did it today and said I could
you're
either go to
22,
college,
or
I'm
you're
22,
18,
whatever. I'm deciding if I want to go to college and what I'm going to do. Do I want to be a teacher and coach like I chose to do, or do I want to do anything else? I'm going to freaking trade school, making some money, not dealing with a bunch of BS like all these educators have to deal with today. There's no freaking way. I mean, I'll just say it. I'm very fortunate I'm in a place where I don't have to deal with some of the stuff that you might have to deal with, Jason, and that other coaches, other teachers have to deal with in other districts. I don't want to deal with that. I can't deal with it. I won't. I'm not going to sit back and go, oh, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, here you go, kitty cat. Here's your litter box. Why don't you go take a poop over there in the corner while we're going to talk about math? Absolutely not. It's not okay. I don't want to deal with it. Okay? It's not. I don't
You didn't take a swig off of that ulcer on the end.
this is me on a regular basis. I'm not doing it.
It's been a couple weeks. I missed it.
Not. So why would I? Wait. Why would I want to get into coaching? And then we have all of these lot more parents and people who hey, that's too hard. That's too difficult. Listen, if I don't set your kid up to understand how to deal with adversity, then they're not going to be able to deal with adversity when they get out into the real world.
Agreed.
But remember, it's not what you say.
But how many times?
I know that, but that's what I'm saying, because you, as a coach, as a teacher, if you do it, you're obviously not doing it because it makes so much money. You're doing it because you care about the kids.
You're doing it for June, July, August. I mean, you guys got all those days off. You don't do anything.
Break,
in the summer.
Christmas break.
You don't do crap. You didn't do nothing over Christmas break. When somebody asked me, how was your Christmas break?
I was around him too long.
What's a break?
I go,
what's a break?
I know.
I guess I was around him too long over Christmas break.
I'm sorry.
Well, I was with Coach Buddy and Coach Shaney all Christmas break.
Well, I mean,
and
that's
I
the
saw
thing.
a lot of this dude.
Okay, again,
Too much.
You're away from your family.
Yeah.
You're never there. They hate your guts. Your kids are like, "Oh, you're never home." Okay, so you deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
Then at the same time, you deal with all the other bull crap as a coach and a teacher. Why'd you want to get into it?
Well,
why?
So everybody always asks me, "Hey, I'm not in education. Why have you been coaching as long as you have and never been in education?"
We don't even have to answer that, Blair.
And I said, well, I know you don't have to answer, but
Money,
yeah,
money,
okay.
Pepsi, money.
Well, it's not even that.
Coach's Box brought to you by.
No, don't show the label.
Oh, sorry.
Don't show the label.
I know.
It's
I've two Pepsis I've bought recently. Well, not recently. I guess it was about a month ago last time. I feel like I was here.
And I always go back to the same thing as it always is these kids are in for a rude awakening. If we don't have people like us in this position, they're going to struggle. They're going to struggle because you're already seeing it. The kids that we coached in maybe the last 5 years are already understanding what it's like to be out there, and now they're dealing with it worse than the kids that are right now are going to have it. You know, my personal feeling is that right now it's really bad for those kids that are 4 or 5 years ago when we coached. Maybe 5 years from now, maybe wholly different. Who knows? We don't know.
It ain't getting any better, guys. I'm just going to tell you right now.
Let's be honest.
Have I not been?
No, I mean, let's be honest.
I thought you were just like, here, be honest, Satan.
When I go to Walmart and that person comes running up to me and gives me a hug out of nowhere, and I look and it's one of my ex-students. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing this.
You got it. You got it.
a bad word.
Yeah, I almost did. But
Who cares?
It has not. I mean, if it had to do with pay,
Who gives a shit?
I can go deliver
listen anyway.
pizza down there
Right.
and make almost as much as I'm making
Probably more.
teaching if I wanted to, and I wouldn't have. When I'm done with it, I go home and there's not a worry in the world.
But when as a coach, you got so much more thought process behind just coaching. You got to think about, well, what's that kid going to go home and have to listen to? What's that kid going to go home and where's he going to lay his head, or where's she going to lay her head?
they gonna eat? Do
Is
they
she
have
going to have any
food?
food
Yeah.
to go? So, as a coach, we don't just focus on coaching these kids in a basketball game for
microphone
2
there.
hours of practice.
Well, he talks
or-
with his hands.
I do.
What do I do with my hands?
That's
What do I
me.
do with
That's
them?
me.
Where are they going? Where are they going? Where are they going?
But the point I'm trying to make is it's really difficult.
to the point, yes.
It's really difficult for these kids in today's society. Shut your mouth, Jarvis. God damn.
Whoa!
Whoa! You are at the Catholic school.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh my gosh!
And I'm drinking a beer.
Where's the dump button?
You can't say that.
But
He said the one.
I'm mad. I'm mad, Jarvis.
I got him fired up, man. Look at that. I said, get to the point.
Well, the reason is because at the end of the day, we're trying as best we can, and obviously we fall short all of the time. But we're trying to be models.
Were you sitting in the stands last night or something? You said, go ahead. My bad.
But no,
My bad, sorry.
I mean, we tease about, do you care about your education? But at the end of the day, we do. We care about the kids. We care about trying to help their development as young adults now, and hopefully it's taking something.
Well, and that's
lessons into adulthood.
That's the thing. I mean, that's what we're trying to do, and either we trying to show them how to do it or show them what not to do, and learn from mistakes and things like that. Someone commented and said, "Do you think it's the parents of the kids?" Listen. Kids are the way they are based on the environment that they grow up in. Okay?
Absolutely.
And if for a lot of our problems, I'll put it out there. It's like this, and I think we have some really great parents. I think we have some really bad parents when it comes to our jobs as not only coaches but as teachers. And what happens
this is collectively. You're saying
yes. And so what I think is everybody involved in education, everybody involved in coaching. The problem is we create a culture that rejects authority. I mean, you think about it, when you go home and you sit there and you piss and moan about the coach and you get dinner tabled to death, that kid is going to have that thing. Then you turn around and you do it with the teacher. Then you'd say that that teacher's not, they don't like you or this or whatever. Okay,
accountability is the word you're looking for.
Well, I mean, at the same time, it's just making sure that the kid knows. And then if you question the teacher, have the conversation with the teacher. I appreciate any parent wants to talk to me. I have no problem with that. I'm not saying I'm perfect. There's times where I'm going, okay, I need to self-reflect. I need to think about what I just did or what I just said or whatever. At the same time, there's a reason why I did it, and I'm trying to help your kid or whatever. And sometimes the parent just needs to be listened to. Great, just do that. But to sit there and just rip on the coach, rip and rip on the teacher.
You mean it's not good if I just go on Facebook and say,
there you go.
Coach so-and-so is awful. And my God, my son played 1 second last night and blah, 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 blah.
And that's what I mean. So I don't think it's but again, if we go back to what we were saying and bringing it all the way back around, if I'm a young do I want a young person do I want to get an education and teaching? Why would I want to deal with that? No. Why in the world? Because then everybody's lawsuit happy, everybody's this, that, or whatever. You have administrators who they struggle with it because their hands can be tied in certain situations with parents who maybe have a little juice in the community or whatever. It makes it tough. Why do you want to subject yourself to that? On top of everything that I just said a while ago about all the craziness that's happening in schools right now.
Hey, let me ask you this: when you were growing up, when you got home from school, did your parents ever say, "Well, I got in trouble today"? You said, "I got in trouble today," and they said, "Well, what did the teacher do to get you in trouble?"
No.
What did you do to get in trouble?
My dad pretty much is like, all right, I'm going to whip your ass.
And how many times probably your parents never even asked what you did.
No.
Hey, you got in trouble today? No. Good.
No.
I'm going to take care of it.
The worst is when you get home.
And so
my mom or dad.
It's now what
Mrs. Abernathy called today.
Oh, not good.
See what had happened was, but
there was no excuse.
No, it was the kid next to me. It was Ryan Beffa's fault. I mean,
He starts throwing dudes' names. Who was that guy?
Ryan was the first person I went to school with that popped in my head.
So I'll just tell you this funny story that we got to go to break.
He actually watches once in a while. So I don't know.
He might be watching right now.
So when I was in kindergarten, and this is before I went to South Iron, so I was still in private school. If you got in trouble, they used to give you pink slips, and you had to take them home, right, and show your parents and whatnot, because you didn't have email, and mail anything took a while. So I got like 7 or 8 of those things in a row, like every day, boom, 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 boom. And in my book bag, there was one of those like little pockets, like this little bitty pocket, and it's just about that big, and I hid every one of them. I just stuffed those things in there.
Got unpaid parking tickets.
So again, they're pink.
This is giving me a good idea, but anyway, go ahead.
So my mom is loading my book bag. Again, I'm in kindergarten. She'd load my book bag with my lunch or something.
She looked.
And she was going to put some kind of toy that I wanted to take
snack.
for, I don't know, it was like a show and tell. Yeah, or something. I don't remember what it was. And she opened that zipper, and they just popped out. And she's like, "Are you kidding me?" So then I had to have a conversation with both my parents. And my dad's like, and it was 8. And now I remember why it was 8. Because he goes, "Well, it's like this. You waited 8 days and you got 8 pink slips. So we're going to do some math real quick. What's 8 times 8? 64. That's how many whippings I'm going to give you."
Woo! Yikes.
So the moral of the story is you don't hide crap from your parents.
Did you call juvenile on your parents? Because that's evil.
I didn't know the number, but it never crossed my
They had
mind.
service out there in South Iowa.
No, we was living in Arnold at the time. Trust me. But no, that never crossed my mind. Here's what happened. I knew I messed up. Game over.
I agree. Hey, and a good comment, but go to break, and we'll talk about this maybe when we come back. No excuses, but hard these days to discipline kids when there's so many split households. Both parents hardly ever have the same rules.
Yeah. And
Good thought, good point. Maybe we'll talk about it when we come back.
I'm gonna comment on that.
Wow, Jason.
Matters the split family, man. They're not all like that.
No,
That's true. All right, you're watching the Coach's Box. We'll be back, maybe.
I'm kind of a social media nerd. I'm also kind of a burglar. The couple that lives here posted online that they're out of town, so I'm turning su casa into mi casa. And if you share every detail of your life on social media, this could be you. So get Allstate, where agents keep you protected from mayhem. Like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
Imagine an HVAC as unnoticeable as the air itself. Sounds pretty good, huh? The new Daikin Fit. Air intelligence.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com.
New at Case & Buck's, all-you-can-eat soup and salad all day, every day. Choose from homemade soups like tortellini, loaded steak, green pepper, and many more. 7095 Metropolitan Boulevard in Barnhart, Missouri, just off 55. See our full menu at caseandbucksbarnhart.com.
You aren't looking for a cookie-cutter experience with your agent. You are looking for someone who is going to go above and beyond or think outside the box. You are looking for someone who is going to be there for you no matter what, and someone who is going to walk you through the entire process. My name is Kelly Kaufman with Gateway Real Estate, and my passion is the people I work with. Real estate is personal. A home is not just the four walls, it's the people who live there and the memories you share. That's why I focus on the people I serve and make them a top priority throughout the entire process. I'm there for you. No matter what your budget is, no matter where you are, and no matter how long it takes, I will be there with you every step of the way. If you are looking for an agent who cares about you and will do everything to make sure you are taken care of, give me a call, 314-221-6090.
have a question about my listing price.
Updating listing to Lizard Heights.
No, listing price.
Wizard Kites.
Can I talk to a real human agent, please?
Hey, man, it's nice to have y'all back here at the Coast
Hey, man.
Hey, man. You know why I say that? My back is pretty heavy right now.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
Because I ain't seen. Have you guys seen a Riley Blair commercial in months?
Man, I tell you what, it's hard to sometimes see Riley Blair, period.
I mean, that dude.
Right, buddy.
I mean, Casper is the appropriate name for him.
Get a text, call, something, right?
We got Casper. We got Big Time. I mean, we got technology. We got all these things. And he's really having some issues tonight.
Oh,
so
man.
I'll give Kevin a pass. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, my back hurts. I've done a commercial like our last 10 episodes, I think, or something, man.
I love it. At least, hey, you're dependable, Jason.
Hey,
Thank
yeah,
you.
I might suck at doing commercials, but at least I put them out there. Right? You know how long it took me? One take, whatever, how long it was. That's what it was.
He didn't
He's
even
a
care.
natural.
Didn't care if I looked stupid. God, I looked at it. Listen, I played it back and went, oh my God, I've aged in the last week. I looked at that thing and said, shoot,
This is a rough Christmas, huh?
I looked at it and went, dude, I am getting old. Wait a minute. All
We
those
all
people I'm
told you
looking
that.
at and say, man, they look older than me. And then I'm like, I looked at that video today. I was like, ugh, I almost didn't send it. Then I said, well, whatever.
Who cares
You
what people
got
think?
to learn how to use the filters like the kids do.
Yeah.
I ain't filtered. No, that's a bunch of fake crap. That's why we're in the problems we're having.
That's the problem.
You talk about some fake stuff. Gosh, let's all get on YouTube no, not YouTube. Sorry, TikTok and
Tick, tick, tock.
TikTok.
So, what are you going to do in the future? I'm going to be a influencer.
You and every other person on the planet.
Oh, wow.
Nice job, bro.
I mean, I forgot what we went off on when we left, but that's all right. Hey, dude,
you were talking
I
about-
want to bring something up.
Go ahead.
It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Dude, how crazy was that Monday night stuff with that?
Man.
Oh,
That's terrible.
Terrible.
Like, I felt bad. A horrible thing that happened. But then they put all those announcers on the spot to try to. It's like, dude, like I felt bad. I played football my entire life, and to see that, and to see how not just the Bills fans, the Bengals, and it was like the world of football came together for this dude.
Yes, I'd agree.
And the two coaches are awesome for them, because I think the NFL was going to try to do whatever they could
Get that game.
Keep playing.
to keep playing. 5 minutes? When they said that 5 minutes crap, are you kidding me?
Well, the NFL came back and said, well, we didn't say that. Well,
We didn't mean that.
Oh, bull crap. You got to tell me, Goodell, that money grubbing.
Did I mention that Roger Goodell is the Antichrist? Ever? Have I ever said that?
Time or two.
I
Okay,
bet
just
Stan
throw it out
Kroenke
there.
was wanting him to play too, that jack wagon.
That's true.
But, I mean, it was a bad situation, but it made me feel good in so many ways too. When I got on, my son was like, Dad, have you looked at Twitter? And holy crap, man. And JJ Watt was one of the best, some of his comments that he put out there, because he just recently, I can't believe he's retiring. Mm-hmm. What a career. And I don't know, man. Could you imagine being that kid's mom? They had to bring her down from the stands. Dude, I mean, there were professional football players that you don't expect to be weeping.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Well,
dude, the look on Josh Allen and Burrow's face, I was just like, dude, this is bad.
You know, and I mean, I just sat it on the edge of the bed and just sat there and just looked at the TV and just like couldn't have fathomed being in that moment.
This is happening live on the air.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I sat there, me, my kids. I mean,
and it was,
we had some conversations because of it. I mean, it was just.
But it wasn't
Man.
a very long time, but it felt like an eternity that was all going on. Like, 10 minutes, 12 minutes on the floor. But you would think at 10 or 12 minutes, that 10 or 12 minutes felt like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
And I will say, I give
tense.
credit to all the ESPN guys, all them guys I thought did it, well, except Skip Bayless. But all the rest of them, did you see the whole thing with Skip Bayless?
Did not.
Oh, my gosh, yes. Ooh, people fired up at Skip Bayless.
Well, they should be. But the whole thing, like you said, when it went to the reporters at the studio, I mean, those guys were just like at loss for words.
I can't think of the
Booger McFarland.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. He couldn't hardly talk.
No, and understandably why he couldn't. I mean, he lived it. I mean, he lived that, and the whole point of it was he stepped back and said, "Man, this could have been me. This could have been anybody." And just that one bad situation, I think, has totally changed some of these athletes' mindsets about playing in general. Not scared, but just about playing.
So
it's bigger than just playing.
I didn't get to watch it live, and hearing you guys kind of talk about it and trying to see a little bit after the fact wherever you could. Do you think obviously it was the right time, the right place with the equipment, all of that. Does it go into a baseball, where the catchers, they have to have the heart guards now here at the high school level? Is that something that going forward we see? Because they talked about that's more of a baseball type injury where you're getting hit.
Sorry, I was breathing heavy in there.
Kidding.
Well, I had a lot of things going in my mind.
Yeah.
My nephew played on that DeSoto baseball team back when that kid got hit in the chest. I think it was a similar situation. They compared it to Bowmeister. Was it Bowmeister? Yeah. They compared it a lot to him, but I just think he got hit at the right moment, at the right spot, at the right time, and it's just crazy. If he wasn't at if that would have been at a practice, he may not have. I mean, he may not have made it. I mean, I know they still have an AED and they still have medical.
Do they take it that seriously?
I mean,
right?
dude, when the ambulance got on the field, I was like, no, this is the real deal. And when you saw the way the other players reacted and the poor guy that he tackled, I mean, you could see him. He gets up and he falls down, and that guy's like, I mean, he's pointing at him. They're waving. I mean, it was, man.
Yeah. And then
so surreal.
To watch all the Bills teammates, some watching it all go down, some had their backs turned, but they all formed that circle around him where it couldn't be, anybody couldn't see it.
No, you couldn't see anything that went on.
And I felt like in that moment, those guys are like, you know what, this is all about him. I don't want videos of people seeing this stuff. I don't want this to be ever remembered by anybody. It was the moment. We have to deal with it in the moment right now, but we don't have to watch a video about them doing all of that and CPR and all that good stuff. So I felt like it was just a moment of, man, everybody came together in the moment and not necessarily, it's bigger than just playing the game.
And did you see his toy drive thing? Went from $2,500 to $4 million or something.
$4 million.
It may be way more than that now. I haven't looked at it.
It was yesterday, I think. It's all $4 million.
But I mean,
chills.
You take chances playing sports. I mean, we've all done.
Kind of makes you rethink when you hear pros and people talk about, I'm willing to die for this. And
Well, and they said they talked a lot about that. Yep. That some of those announcers were talking about how, hey, I'm willing to die for the team and blah. They're going to rethink saying stuff like that. I mean, because this was one of the first times it's ever been that real. Like, I mean, we saw Joe Theismann break his leg, and we saw some crazy stuff like that. But this was like life or death.
Back in the 60s, there was actually a guy who got hit, and he did die on the field, and the NFL continued to play. It wasn't on Monday Night Football. And I think that took it to another level. When you have a national audience watching this in real time,
right?
And at the end of the day, I'm so glad that the game was suspended. They still haven't come up with a makeup date on it.
I don't think they're going to make it up.
To be honest with you, I mean, it was just because I wasn't watching it, and I scrolled back and was watching it from like ESPN Plus or whatever on my phone.
Yeah.
And just watching the way that he makes the tackle, and I mean he got hit, okay, but he gets up and he looks fine, and then he just falls backwards.
Instant.
I mean, just like, okay, that's pretty. I mean, that's just pretty bad. I mean, you get hit so hard, you have a heart attack.
Well, think about this, though, just the evolution of the sport. I mean, because you go back to after the Civil War, I mean, it took Teddy Roosevelt's son getting seriously injured for them to make some rule changes. I mean, this was customary that you had tens of college students dying every year from playing the game of football. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is, so it's great that we have evolved the sport.
We have a lot of rules that make the game a lot safer, a lot of rules that we complain about, because roughing the quarterback seems to be something we could all argue and say is the most ridiculous thing. But when you look at hits like this, I mean, outside of putting something there to protect the heart, protect the chest, there's not a lot you can do, man.
Did he get hit up under his pad, or was it on his pad?
I mean, it wasn't that violent of a hit. It was the way he tackled him, and his helmet was right. It was right there.
The offensive player hit him.
Yeah,
it was the tackle he made was the fact that he was on the receiving end of the guy
contact,
trying to get the extra yards. So it wasn't like that he put his head down.
See, now here's my thought. You just kind of said, is it because of the targeting rules? Is it because you all of the changes to the defense of saying, hey, we don't want you to lead with the head, we don't want you to spear, or was it just a fluke type of play?
It was the position, the way he was positioned, and everything. I don't know.
He was actually. I mean, you talk about wrapping up. I thought he was in the perfect everything they teach you. Kind of.
Well, he's one of the best safety. I mean, he's one of the better. Yeah,
he's a Pro Bowl safety.
He's good.
It's not like he doesn't know what he's doing out there. He's not. But he's not a Bob Sanders. He's not a. He's not a Rodney Harrison. We're just gonna
Ronnie
missile.
Lott,
He's not Ronnie Lott. No. He's not doing that. No. He made a textbook tackle, and then that happens to him. So outside of making more protective gear, things like that, I don't think there's a whole lot you could do in that situation.
I mean, that's one of those situations that it's like, I mean, one in a. Whatever.
Well, they talked because with all of the health information that we're not going to get due to privacy issues, they're speculating on what it was, and they said that, I mean, it's down to a millisecond of your heartbeat off of the last little bit, and it's like the T part of the heartbeat, and it's just this millisecond.
Thanks for
window.
that science update, by the way, that
You're
you
welcome.
had no idea how to explain.
Well, I can't remember what it was called, but
teach history.
Hey,
according to you, just press play. So
you know what?
There's not been anything good on Disney Plus.
Okay, easy anymore, is it?
What's that?
It is not that easy anymore. You can't just press play.
No,
Criminal Minds.
You can.
Sorry,
Forensic Fridays.
Gosh.
No, but the positives out of it. I mean, I thought besides the NFL, but I just thought that it was really handled well by ESPN, and I give kudos to the dude he prayed right
Dan
on air.
Orlovsky.
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And I
get because the way ESPN leans, I'm surprised that was allowed.
And kudos to the.
You know what I'm trying to say.
I don't know
I'm just
what you're
not
talking
saying
about.
it. You usually say it, so I'll let you.
What, they're liberal? Yeah, they are.
Kudos to the Bengals coach, though, too. I mean, and I think
because I think they were told. I think they were told they were going to play.
He walked across the field.
They were,
and then walked right back across and said, "You know what? Hey, let's just go back to the locker room. Let's make this decision." and we'll take the consequences.
I mean,
for it.
seriously, what
the hell's the NFL going to do?
Yes, no, that's what I'm getting at. Okay, so we're going to take our teams off the field on Monday Night Football. After this just happened, we just watched an ambulance take a guy who's in critical condition, and you're going to tell us we're going to come back and play
5 minutes?
Yeah, right. Not happening. They did exactly what they're supposed to do. The game needed to be done at that point.
You could read their mouths, and he said, his exact word says, it's bigger than this game. This is bigger than this game. He's like, if we make it up, we make it up. You could read his voice, like reading it through the screen, and I was like,
well, and
wow. I mean, it is more than that.
We talk about it was Monday night, but I mean, this was one of the most looked forward to games. Like, this was big.
It has playoff implications.
Biggest of the year.
You're talking about the Bills kind of taking a slide a little bit, and the Bengals have kind of went the other way, and it's unfortunate it happened because, I mean, this was a game I was like, I'm sitting and watching this damn game because this is going to be good. And I really like Josh Allen. So, I mean, love the way the kid plays. And so I wanted to watch.
So let me ask you this, get your opinions. Do you think this event is going to have lasting implications and trickle-down effect into college, high school youth?
Yes. Well, I mean, like I said, I think outside of just protective gear, I don't think there's anything else you can. Again, it wasn't like he dropped his head and hit somebody.
And I think that
it's going to change some.
We don't know.
I don't know. You're going to have moms that say nope.
Hey, we don't know. We don't know either.
always-
This kid could have had. I mean, he could have had a heart murmur. Or he could have had some underlying condition that he's good enough to play, but he knew the chances. I don't know.
Or he didn't know the chances.
He didn't even know it.
Think about like Pete Maravich. He's out there playing a pickup game at 40 years old, and just that's it. You don't know. I mean, unless you're getting. I don't even know. What I'm not going to act like I know what it is. When
That's
you
how
scan
Pete
your heart.
Maravich died.
Yeah, playing a pickup game. You didn't know that?
Oh, I know little.
But I think it's crazy to think about
Football guy.
Well, I just don't read about Pistol. I've never read about Pistol Pete.
It's a very good story.
It is a good story. But you step
that
back.
He died, played a pickup game. But anyway, go ahead.
His story.
His story.
High speed of smart, Alec.
And that, like Kevin had just pointed out, I was getting ready to talk about this, but this shows the importance of having an athletic trainer inside high school sports, but in solid sports altogether. Because you know what, those coaches wouldn't have been able to do near what those guys did on that sideline. Those doctors and those medical staff. So
no way.
You don't think our CPR training?
But you know what?
I'd have freaked out.
But you would end up end of the day like that takes so much off of coaches and programs. So that's the scary thing that I think it's going to evolve and change at the college and the high school level is they're going to require.
I was going to say, is that going to be insurance? Is that going to be
a doctor that's on the staff or on the sidelines at all football games? Maybe an athletic trainer on sidelines of all basketball games.
I think we're getting.
I agree with you. I know where you're going with this.
I think you're getting a little overboard on this.
Not that we would ever do that.
I don't think so.
This is a one, dude. You have to hit, like he said,
right?
The one, dude.
It was a textbook tackle.
You're talking
say that. But how many instances have you seen a kid pass out?
We live in. It's the day and age that we live in.
Well,
right?
then he's as bad as them.
It's a CYA time.
You're at the end of the day. Let me ask you this: would you want to be in that situation when if a kid passes out in your practice and you have to be the one in charge of saving his life?
No, but we are already at that situation.
But now in today's society, we're going to be the ones liable.
Well, but at the same time, I mean,
you can't take anything away from me that I don't have anything. What are you gonna take my mortgage? You want my car payment too?
Take it.
Hell,
you want it?
What else you want? I ain't got much.
But I do.
Remember, I'm an educator. I'm not working at Pepsi, bro.
Oh, brother.
Baby formula is pretty big right now. I don't know. Maybe.
No, we're not.
I just think it's a big liability, and I think it's going to change some things just simply for that reason alone.
It'll be a CYA at some point.
Yeah.
It'll trickle down. Whether it's in the not too distant future, whether it's
already. I mean,
down.
I totally think that every school should have an athletic trainer that is on staff and paid.
Kevin's right. The cost of an athletic trainer is just a fraction of the cost of what it would cost for a lawsuit. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just. But here's the thing.
Well, I'd much rather our trainer have to put the AED on somebody.
I think the fact is the trainers. That's already been a big push because of all the other issues that you've had with kids passing out because of heat or different things, getting hurt, concussions, whatever. All that's being done and made a push for in high school sports. I don't think there's going to be a big, as far as that's concerned, with this incident that happened with this player. I think what's going to happen more than anything else is you kind of hit on it. Mom ain't going to let you play football. Okay? That's the end of the day. We're not letting you play football. You're not going to get hurt. Done. That's every national news story that happens with something like this, with parents who are afraid for their kids' safety, and you have every right to be.
Sure, you do.
But remember, football is a gladiator sport. It is a violent sport. There's contact. Hell, any sport you're playing, outside of playing injury. An individual non-contact sport, there's a risk of injury, some higher than others. I mean, the most concussion, the sport with the most concussions is girls soccer.
Yes.
Okay, it's more than football. There's so many safety precautions they made with football now to try to eliminate that. So you're always at risk. So the risk is going to be there. It's just going to be mom going, you're not playing no more.
Well, that's the thing. You go. There's always risk. There's risk walking out of the door at the beginning of the day. But once again, it's a mom saying, "I'm going to limit that chance."
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to take that away.
I know of kids that right now walk in our school that would be great football players, and their parents won't allow it. And I totally understand.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's their call.
I get it. I mean, I look at some of the things that have happened to my kid, and football's one that you would think you would get, and then he gets injured in basketball. But I mean,
turn basketball coach.
But yeah, I think you're right, Chris. I think more and more parents are going to say, "Nah, you ain't playing football, bud."
Yeah, I mean, I think
play soccer, play something else. I can't believe I just said that.
Oh my gosh,
I said soccer.
You shut your
Kevin,
mouth.
you should be happy.
Shut your mouth.
Jim Powers, you're too big.
Time.
Not big as in big. Gosh.
All right. Well,
I would have said, that to Big
speaking
Ben.
of big time, when we get back, M-I-Z.
Z-O-U. What did I say? I told you they were going to be good. You all laughed at me.
We would never do that, Jason.
Guess who
We
they
laugh
beat?
at you. Just
We'll be right back.
Coach's
Wildcats, baby.
Coach's box. Back in a second.
You aren't looking for a cookie cutter experience with your agent. You are looking for someone who is going to go above and beyond or think outside the box. You are looking for someone who is going to be there for you no matter what, and someone who is going to walk you through the entire process. My name is Kelly Kaufman with Gateway Real Estate, and my passion is the people I work with. Real estate is personal. A home is not just the four walls, it's the people who live there and the memories you share. That's why I focus on the people I serve and make them a top priority throughout the entire process. I'm there for you. No matter what your budget is, no matter where you are, and no matter how long it takes, I will be there with you every step of the way. If you are looking for an agent who cares about you and will do everything to make sure you are taken care of, give me a call, 314-221-6090.
Case and Bucks and Barnhart welcomes back the 2-pound pork steak special every Thursday. Kids eat free every Tuesday, and all-you-can-eat soup and salad every day, all day, only at Case and Bucks and Barnhart, home of over 55 appetizers. Learn more at caseandbucksbarnhart.com.
I'm the latest hashtag challenge, and everyone on social media is trying me. I'm trending so hard that hashtag common sense can't keep up. This is gonna get tens and tens of views. But if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, you could be left to pay for this yourself.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
Imagine an HVAC, as unnoticeable as the air itself. Sounds pretty good, huh? The new Daikin Fit. Air intelligence.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com.
Question about my listing price?
Updating listing to Lizard Heights.
No, listing price.
Wizard Kites.
Can I talk to a real human agent, please?
All right, well, welcome back to episode 132, segment 3 here. 132, segment 3 of You're the Coach's Box.
You're the Coach's Box.
You're the Coach's Box?
You're watching the Coach's Box.
Wow. Have another big ultra.
I'm a professional. I'm professional.
Hey,
I'm professional.
Professional Kentucky Wildcat.
How's that working out for you right now?
How's that working out, bro?
How's that?
I almost wore my Kentucky stuff tonight just to just throw you guys for a loop, but I thought, you know what?
We dropped the ball on that.
We were going to wear all of our Missouri
We had a separate
stuff.
message group, and we all were going to wear Mizzou stuff. And
Way to go, Kevin.
Damn, we're terrible. It just popped in my head as soon as he said it. I'm like, oh,
I had it all laid out, and I thought, that might fire them up, guys, even worse. And now I never hear the end of it. So
I was fired up anyway because we ain't done this in a while, and
we could tell, Jason.
I'm just saying, man, I needed some laughter. I needed some, I needed to be around a couple guys that think like me, so not McVey.
Wow.
Fall forward.
I like
just
Mizzou.
fall forward. Just fall forward.
Okay, well,
I like Mizzou.
Okay, well, we see eye to eye only a few things.
Well, Could be worse.
That's true. I concur.
I concur.
You guys are agreeing on this. Not good.
Whoa. There's something's going on here. I can't know what to do about this.
It's supposed to be you and Miller that disagree all the time, not you and me.
Me and Miller are
That's
probably
the
a
sad
lot
part.
alike.
Over the almost 3 years, it's supposed to be Blair and I setting, and then you guys, slamming it home.
Why does me and Miller? I see your back hurts too, bro. Why do we have to?
They don't tune in for
Why
us.
can't you two ever get at
We
it?
have been.
Oh, well, come on.
I'm just saying, because they don't tune in for us. They tune in
no
to
one
hear
tunes
what-
in for me.
Sure, sure they do. They want to hear what's
So they can
Jarvis going
make
to say.
fun of me?
Well,
They want to hear what comes out of your mouth
exactly.
next.
Exactly.
Hey, dude, I think I have been pretty PC for
That's
the most
point.
part.
You're not supposed to.
You're supposed to be.
well, I
stir
work
it up.
People tune in to hear what Shaq and
Dig in.
Barkley say.
Zach, I work at a public school.
That doesn't
I just wish I
mean
had
anything.
some popcorn with this beer. Listen, you guys talk all night.
Hold on. Now you're going to put in orders. I bring in free beer.
I look at it. I work at a public school as I drink my Ultra.
In the private school.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wait.
I'm above 21. If I want to have an Ultra, I can have an Ultra.
So what else are you worried about then? If you're okay with that, then what else?
Well, I can't get fired for that. I could probably get fired if I spoke my mind a little more.
I don't think so.
You don't have First Amendment right?
I don't think you'll get fired for saying something. Now, if you said it in the premises
Hold on.
of your own building, in front of kids, in front of yes, I think so.
Quiet Clam over here. He's the other one. He's the other one.
Dude, he's been on his phone.
I know.
For more
I'm
trying to fix this one. I just replaced the camera.
He's been on his phone. That was an earlier episode,
right
wasn't it?
here.
He wouldn't last in your class, Zach, would he?
I've been fine in Zach's class. Hey, are you on your phone? Okay, you're good. Just go ahead.
I have to admit, he did get a phone call right before the show. And so he had to deal with a little bit of that before the show. But
There's some technical issues.
I thought that was you.
Dealing with some technical issues. Hey, I'm trying to make the show go smooth, and you guys are like, well, you your phone over there. Hey, the last time somebody asked me if I was on my phone, I told them what was up.
That's what I said. We've already seen this on one episode.
Have you?
Told him what was
Were you not entertained then?
Well, it's a little different. I know who that was.
great value, my friend. Great value.
Look at it. What?
I'm going to hit you in the nuts when we're off the air.
Hey-oh.
Wiffle ball bat.
Hey, at least.
All right, Tweeter.
Hey,
At least all this. At least everybody can watch us drink beer for free.
My gosh, not all. You all.
Speaking of free, I want to thank all the people that helped me with my JV basketball tournament over Christmas break.
You had some good people.
Yeah, I mean, I had Amy Duncan helped. I mean, I had all kinds of people that
Nate Denby,
and he did kind of rub me the wrong way. He wore that gosh darn crystal shirt.
Oh, darn.
I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
He
I
should
worked
have
there 10
plenty-
years, and I ain't wearing that crap ever
he should
again.
have had plenty of Herky stuff.
I dropped off stuff for Herky that I was asked
Yes.
to drop off at Riley's practice. I'm wearing my Pius shirt, and your daughter's like, get that crap out of here. I'm like, shut your pie hole.
We're just now hearing about that.
That
That's
is
awesome.
I said, shut your pie hole.
And she, Dylan wouldn't have said that at all.
No, he
Dylan like, hey, Coach Miller.
Dylan's watching. Dylan, I'm sorry.
He just said, hey, Coach Miller.
I know.
Is he really watching?
Yeah, it said it right there. Dylan Jarvis is watching. Just mouth your own kid. You know what? You don't have to listen to your dad, Dylan.
But he wouldn't, like, Jill put you in your place.
No way. Not her.
You think I'm going to back down
And this
from
dude-
the 14-year-old?
No, she's 16, and this dude's,
Whatever. I
and this
don't care.
dude's still not starting her. How many points you got to score?
Oh, man.
I mean, come on,
Aren't you glad I
dude.
brought up Jill?
That's right. Hey, don't bother me. I
I haven't had that meeting with my AD, but
What?
it's
It's
on
on
the
its way.
agenda.
goes in this year, goes right out.
I'm popping right above
You know
him.
what you should do, Jason?
What?
You and Sam ought to get together and talk about your daughter's playing times.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's, hey, I don't know, because I watch. I watch how Sam talks to him. I watch how the daughter talks. Nope, I'm not getting involved.
Wow.
Not getting involved.
Cold-blooded.
Oh, that's dangerous water there.
Yeah, it is. Not good.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, your daughter even did that in the proud confines of Coach Rhodes. She even said that to him to get out of the gym.
What did Coach Rhodes? That's awesome.
He goes, "Did she really just say that to him?" I said, "Yes, she did."
Hey,
He goes,
she is my daughter.
His exact words was, "Leave it to Jarvis."
And that's Jason, and that's why people tune in right there.
Exactly. See, prove my
I had
point.
my brother Dave after the game last night. I'm not going to be able to come to these games anymore. I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to get kicked out. I'm not going to be able to come to these games anymore.
Wouldn't be the first time.
He was fired up after the game last night.
So Jason, you had a lot of people that gave a lot of help for that JV tournament, then, didn't you?
Lots of help.
That's good.
Did
Did you get a lot of value out of that help?
I did have a lot of value.
That's good. That's really
free
good.
value.
Free? Wow,
stuff.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Good stuff.
You know, it's good when people offer services for free to help others.
Well, I mean,
It is
you know,
awesome.
It is,
a
isn't it?
lot. I even, I had several Herky grads that helped,
Yeah, that's good. That's even better.
and then I had a Crystal grad in Denby, and I was good. I'm fortunate that I got some people to help, and
you think those same people would probably help and put together like a trivia night or something?
Nah, probably.
Probably not.
I'm going to go back to my coach speak now.
I don't know where you're going with that.
Probably not.
Well,
sir.
you're point back there and talk about. We just call like we see it.
You got
Well,
You're welcome.
I'm
You're
not
welcome.
You got a media company
You're
that'll put it
welcome.
on for
Oh,
us.
do we?
Is it Off the Rails?
Oh.
Off the Rails media.
I'm not. Hey, I'm not gonna. My free help. I'm not gonna shoot it down.
I'm just saying.
Well,
Like I said before, I appreciate
Riley,
all
none
the
of
help.
this was on the agenda for tonight.
on
I
to
just wanted
something else. On to something
Cincinnati.
else.
Well, you're the one who
Cincinnati.
opened this crap up, MIZ, bro.
Yeah, but not about Herculaneum JV basketball
Wow.
tournament.
Wow.
What do you mean? You played a bunch of juniors so you could win yours.
I mean, it's legal.
Bing, bing, bing.
It's legal.
I just wanted to really get him stirred up.
As did 4 other teams in that tournament.
Yes, they did, and I just want. You know what? It's there. You just gotta.
You got to stir it and just stick it in there harder.
What are we talking about?
That was weird. That was so wrong.
You guys are all wrong.
What the heck is wrong with all of you?
Once again, not all of you, you all.
There was not you all. There was one.
I didn't say anything was bad. You
We're
guys
not.
all
Hey,
took it
Off
that
the Rails
way.
Media isn't getting hired to do diddly crap with you guys and with the stuff that you say. Who wants to sponsor?
Mick Ultra. Mick Ultra's about it.
He started at this point. He just started playing Michael Jackson now.
Copyright issues. We just, we can't.
Gracious.
Love to.
He's been dead a while. Can't we just play his music?
Just cross him off the list.
Oh, jeez.
Just say it.
I really want to tell my favorite Michael Jackson joke. I
No,
can't.
you can't.
I can't.
You cannot.
Well, off the air.
Off the air.
Yes.
Yeah, Zach's got a story off the air,
See,
by the
I
way.
haven't laughed like this in a minute. I got tears in my eyes. He's been dead for a while. He talked about her. He said to keep doing it.
This guy's dead.
It just hit me. Oh, what happened? My mic's it just hit me what he said.
Better late than never, Jarvis.
Never mind.
Oh, my.
I just want to let everybody know that
You
we
can
are
sponsor
not.
the show. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, if you want your name associated with this debacle.
Oh my God, my head hurts.
Hey, it's like this. We've been going strong for 3 years. I don't know about strong, but we've been going for 3 years.
Ask Blair.
God. You guys are out of your mind. Jarvis is out of his freaking mind. We got another crying episode of Jason Jarvis.
Oh man.
Wow.
Well, you just set it up so bad.
You're welcome.
Oh, and then Chris.
Now we just need a Lipton reference, and then we'll be all set.
Oh my God!
Yes, you could. And there we go. We set it up. If you would like to, I wouldn't.
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to tell you right now. So, talk about our Christmas tournament real quick.
Oh, you going to talk about the incident?
Incident. That's a very good word to call it.
So,
are you sure you can talk about this on there?
Sure. So, we have a turnover that happens, and one of our kids is getting back.
Well, he does a good job and hustles.
He hustles back. The problem is, this kid from Waynesville, is behind him. He doesn't know it, and he's kind of playing the ball. And the guy handling the ball throws it up. He turns around, and the kid just takes it, and he freaking dunks it right over. And he jumps over top of him and two-hand dunks it. And
it'd be a great Lipton tea commercial, is what you're saying?
No,
It should have been on ESPN if it wasn't.
If he was about 5'9", it would have been a great Lipton commercial because he would have got both bags, both in the bag, and I mean it was bad though because the kids were having a hard time after we were back at the hotel, and one was like, "Hey, are you okay? Are you okay?" Like, what? He goes, "Are you okay?" Like, I mean, because you got both of them in your mouth. It's like,
oh no!
Oh, it was like, coach.
It was ruthless.
Can you get a clip of that and put it on our group? No. Can
you put it on our group? They're happy he got dunked on.
No. Nobody was happy we lost.
Well, I know, but they're happy that it was him that got dunked on.
Just happy it wasn't him.
Wait, it was happy
it wasn't him.
And it's all good fun because the kids, I mean, you're the smallest school going over there, so you got to find things, and it was good. It was a good team bonding trip for us, I thought. But
that's a good team bonding trip.
It was our first game too, so it was like it's not going away.
It lightened the mood, I guess.
The Holland kid had a dunk similar to that one.
Yeah.
And the
I heard about
Park
it.
tournament.
I didn't see it.
I think I have the video. I have to show you.
I'm going to tell you right now. I don't know how that's not on the huddle highlight, though.
I don't know how that's not on ESPN. I mean, it was like, you remember Vince Carter? No. He cleared.
You guys put the clip on the message. I saw it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a good dunk.
Solid.
Very solid.
And there was nothing your kid could do.
No,
Like,
because
like this.
he comes back to the bench, and I feel bad because when he comes back to the bench, he's like, "Coach, what was I supposed to do?" And I go, "We tried taking charge." And I saw it in real time, but then at the same time, it's kind of like, you're not thinking about it. So then I
take a charge.
I was like, take a charge, and you don't take him out or something. And then I went back and I saw the clip, and I go, "There's literally nothing you could do." Okay, there's nothing you could do.
Waynesville was athletic.
Waynesville had one really good player, and we knew that coming in. But he was a lot better this year than he was last year, and that was
Is he a senior this year?
No, junior.
Oh, still a junior.
Junior. The kid can play.
Well, that's like when we were talking about the Christmas tournament. Park Hills, all them guys are juniors almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate
just like your whole team is a bunch of seniors, and we're like, well, we got to deal with all of them again.
I got some other kids.
And Park Hills is still doing it without the Williams kid too. He isn't playing yet.
Oh,
is he?
yeah. I don't know if he's a player.
Well, he got hurt.
Yeah, again.
Yeah, hurt is. I saw him with a boot at one point, but I don't know what. But
boots nowadays, Jason, just like you rolled your ankle. Everybody gets a boot.
Wasn't gonna.
Everybody gets a boot.
Sorry, I even brought up a boot.
I'm just saying. The athletic trainer literally told me that a while back. He goes, I said, well, that kid's in a boot. He goes, man, everybody's in a boot now. It's like, here, you need a boot.
I just want it to be known that I actually broke my ankle when I was in my boot. So it was like, and I got
Jason was in a boot.
6 screws in there.
Did you have you had a little scooter too, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
You know what's funny is they didn't have those things when I broke my leg. It was just like, here's some crutches, a-hole. Take these and have the rub marks on your arm.
I can tell you this, football practice was god-awful on crutches. Because my scooter...
your scooter, did you?
It didn't. It was terrible on grass.
Hey, you should have went to Walmart and stole one of those little carts to drive. Or Marketplace has those little hum arounds.
Well, I want
the old people are selling, or their kids are because they passed on.
Oh my God! And you all think I'm sensitive about insensitive about death. About death. And he's talking about people selling their parents' freaking wheelchair thingy. Oh,
Wait, it's a fact of life. It's a fact of life.
Well, I know, but death.
What?
Okay, well.
So let's talk about college football.
Why college basketball? Why are you
We're
still
over
talking about
that.
Mizzou?
We're over that. That was like 3 hours ago.
Okay.
They're beating Arkansas.
Some of the calls in some of those games were...
What? In college football?
Yes.
I would agree.
Are you not pulling for the Horned Frogs?
No, I wanted the Horned Frogs to win.
No, I mean like now.
I want them to win.
Even more now.
I don't know if they're going to win.
Well, they're not, but I want them to win.
You know what
I didn't want Georgia in there. I don't think...
What? You like Big Ten football?
No, the officiating in that game was questionable.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now. Here's what I don't like: Big Ten football. So I was kind of happy.
Yeah,
I know somebody who's a part of Off the Rails Media who's not happy with that comment, but I really don't care.
The Ohio State.
And I was talking
Casper big time.
I was talking to him on the phone the other day. And he's like, I wasn't going to comment. I said, really? He goes, oh yeah, I was not going to comment that night. I said, you realize our coaches chat is not a safe place.
I know. It's not.
It's not
Really?
a safe
It's
place.
not?
No.
Oh.
No.
I can't wait to get on there tonight after what he said.
Oh,
Which thing? That's what I want to know.
Which time?
You guys read into stuff way too much.
Well, you said it so emphatically.
Oh, gosh. Even worse.
Yeah. So, who are you picking? Who are you picking in the college football game?
Georgia.
TCU.
Oh, shut your
Georgia
hole.
by how many?
How much?
17.
Jason?
Oh, Georgia by 20 plus.
7.
TCU by 7?
Yeah.
How much money you got? I'll bet.
Georgia by 3.
They're going to do this on purpose.
Do what?
Give it to TCU on purpose.
Who is?
I think it's going to be rigged already.
Oh, listen to you. You're a conspiracy theorist.
Why? The SEC is what they push. They're not going to push for the Horned Frogs that they don't even think should be in there.
I don't think they should be in there because they got beat by Kansas State anyway. If we're talking about, come on, man,
Shiloh,
you can't win the Big 12. You can't win the Big 12, not win the Big 12 championship, and then think that you deserve to be in a college football play. Get out of here. That's so stupid. They shouldn't even been in there. Great, they're in it now. They'll probably get beat by 50. I said 3 just because I thought Georgia probably play down to the competition.
No, I think Georgia's going to mop them.
Probably will.
Probably won't happen.
Georgia's going to mop them. Put your money where your mouth is, bro.
Bro?
Put that Pepsi money in where your mouth is. Go ahead.
Put that Pepsi money in.
Yeah, go ahead. Bet on it. Hey, sports bet.
Sure.
Go ahead.
I will.
Yeah, you
Can't do it here. Got to go across the river.
That's right. I'll go to Illinois.
That's true. Yeah, we have gentlemen bets. Anyway, I think Georgia's going to win. But,
How about this though? I mean, are you even excited because here it is? It's going to be another week. It's second week of January.
No.
I mean, do you think the college football season needs to be needs to be done sooner?
Yes.
It's always been this long.
But it's mid-January, and by mid-January, college basketball is almost completely over.
They're in their conference play. They've had multiple conference games.
Yeah,
Why are we complaining about it now? We didn't complain about it 10 years ago when they were still having all the bowl games and blah, blah, blah. It wasn't done till like January 2nd or 3rd or whatever. Anyway.
I just don't like the idea of, hey, you're done with your conference championship, but now you've got to wait a month
to play another game. That's the hard part is you do have that, but I don't. I think they could shorten the season up.
Pass that over.
And would make things a lot easier
Thank you.
for these college football players too. Because
that's the thing, because we didn't have the transfer portal
Wait a minute.
10 years ago.
Why is it easier for them? You think that it's hard on them for classes?
not only that, but
No.
not
Stop.
only that. But
Are you serious?
Yeah,
You
come
think
on. You're a
the
Division I athlete.
You think the Georgia
I'm not-
players are worried about their classes right now?
Do you think they're even doing anything? No.
Well, they're not even in school yet.
No,
Well,
it
no,
doesn't
they
even
say
matter.
they
Their
don't start
finals and stuff. Come on.
They don't have. They had those back in December.
Can you spell your
See
name?
this? It says Adidas. Name that movie.
Oh, geez.
Not
my
you.
gosh.
Commenters.
Oh, I can't name it. I'm terrible.
That's something they could redo.
Was it the program?
It was the program. That is
Oh,
something they
that's
could
what
that is something they could redo.
You lost your bonnet. That's one of my favorite parts of the movie. He runs off the field with that helmet.
Speaking of, you said this the other day about the fact that they don't make good movies, like, good sports movies anymore. So I was telling him before you guys showed up, I was telling you, I don't know where you were at. Anyway, I watched Miracle today.
Great film.
And Glory Road.
Ooh, two good ones.
Glory Road.
Wow. It was. I was watching Disney Plus.
Here at school?
No, we didn't have school today.
Oh,
They don't go back to the next
Go
week.
back to the 9th.
Yeah. How do you like that, Jason?
yeah.
Put
Easy
that,
money
Put that
over
in your
here.
pot and smoke there, buddy.
Look at it. He's just speechless right now. He's like, "Are you kidding me? I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting
And
for
you'll be
Jarvis.
out. And you'll be out a week earlier than. That's they
That
will.
I don't know. I
don't know. I doubt that.
I
We
doubt
go to
that.
school.
But you
We
guys
get
started
Catholic holidays.
No,
You guys started a week earlier
Dunklin
than
goes to
everybody
school
else. I
longer
guess they
than
do.
anybody.
I don't know about that.
You guys started.
We start. No, everybody has to start at the same time.
No.
because of the new Missouri law.
No. They start later than us.
Yeah, you guys started earlier than 24.
We start early.
Schools,
Yes.
yes.
We
Public
start
schools start
Yes.
later
Yes.
than we did. You guys got at least
Thanks,
another
Missouri.
week.
Yes.
Week and a half.
They're still off.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Gosh, you know how hard it was to drag my butt to school today?
No, because I didn't drag your butt to school. I woke up whenever I wanted to.
Practice this morning. It was tough.
Yeah, hey, morning practice.
And now
Early.
you're complaining about it?
Early.
You had an early practice. You
Early.
just said
9:30.
Ooh.
Exactly.
Means you had the whole day.
I'm 10 o'clock practice guy.
See? Thank you.
What are you pissing
Thank
Mo
you.
about?
That extra half hour, man. It just
You know
that's
what? From here on out, I'm taking every late practice from now.
Wow,
just because
is
you
that
said
any
it.
different than what you've already done?
No, I want to hear you pissing Mo about
I
it.
like 8 a.m. on Saturdays.
Oh,
No, so
no
stupid.
way.
Yeah, it's
In,
dumb.
out,
No
done,
way.
over.
Thank God he loves that because
Oh,
the
my
boys would
goodness.
not love
No,
that.
you're not getting anything done at 8 o'clock.
We get a lot of things done.
No.
The kids asked since we won last night if we could have later practice, and I go, yeah, because we were supposed to have it at 9. I said, yeah, 9:30. I'll give you 30 minutes.
It's good. It's nice.
Hey, you guys got a big conference win.
Hey,
Start out conference right, then whoop our butts on next Friday, and
It's
2-0.
already
You'll
it's
be
already
2-0
deep in
in
here.
conference. You have a conference game before me, and there.
All I know is we have to take it one game at a time. And good
shut
Lord
up.
willing, we can put together some.
looking for a streak next week.
Come on, Justin.
Next
Ford,
week,
get him.
hopefully, we can get one Friday. It's going to be a tough one again.
He does not need to get one next Friday.
I'll be honest, we need all the wins we can get.
Well, so do I.
Our record's not been, the best, but the kids are
trying to
getting a
fight.
little bit better here and there, and see some
Here,
improvement.
listen to him a little bit better. This guy.
We
2
still
weeks
got-
ago, said all,
still
2
got a
weeks
lot to
ago,
work on.
they're the worst team on the
never
planet
said
Earth.
that. I never would say we're the worst team on planet Earth.
Or that with the worst coach as
did
an
say
assistant.
He did say that.
I would say
He
that.
says that every day.
I would say that.
And I say, you know what? You do not have to talk about
Do you
Kosi
dress
like
code
that.
this guy?
He didn't hear me. I said, you do not have to talk about Kosi like that.
Hey, gosh.
He wears jeans.
He's like
every,
denim, he's like Denim Dan over
I
here.
know. Denim Dan on
Why don't you get a full jean jacket while you're at it too?
Hey,
Do you have one?
comfortable.
Do you have one?
I've got my
Hey, I'm gonna buy one. I'll give it to St. Pius embroidered
That's
on it so
fine.
you can wear the matching pants.
I would
Canadian.
love
What's
to
the
see that.
Canadian
I would love
Canadian
that.
suit?
The question is that part of your mom's notes?
What?
Because you said that she got notes about the game.
Yeah.
She say anything about you wearing jeans?
My dad asked me about wearing jeans.
He's only got through half the page.
You been wearing jeans?
I wore jeans over at Raleigh because I didn't want to take dress pants over there. You're staying in a hotel. I didn't want them to get wrinkled or anything. I was like, hell, I'll just wear jeans. I drove the bus, wore jeans. Had 2 pairs of jeans. That's what I wore. I didn't care.
Holy smokes.
Hey.
Couldn't do that.
Almost every game I've watched, of theirs, which is not many, only like 2 or 3.
Every game.
Every game.
Sack of
Yeah,
crap.
he's got jeans on.
Says, yeah.
Yeah,
And
he
it's
does.
great, isn't it? Isn't it great? It's great. You can't lie. It's great. It's awesome. Comfortable.
Can't do it.
I'm more comfortable in slacks. I mean, like khakis anyway.
I mean,
Old people are.
Oh, I'm gonna post a
AARP people
I'm
are.
gonna post a picture. Guess the age, and put your face next to mine.
oh, that should be good.
People that don't know us will
That
say
should be
you're
good.
older.
Guess the age.
Hey, we can make that a poll. And oh man, I could rig that thing too. Who's got more money? Who's wants to bribe me?
Not me.
Come on now. Come on. All I know is it's just funny because I'm like, gosh, wearing jeans again. Oh yeah, I'm comfortable.
Comfortable.
Hey, shut up.
Dude, and he looks pissed off the whole time. He's sitting down there at the end of your bench. He's got his arms crossed like this. And
You think he's going to listen to me anyway?
well, no comment.
Exactly.
Then I watch the kids as you take them out. They come down to talk to him. They got their head down. They sit down next to him, and he's all probably building them up, And
Are you out,
Mr. Positivity over here.
I don't know why Coach Miller took you out. I have no clue. I don't know.
Freaking hilarious to watch on your bench, though, dude. His arms are crossed like he just looks pissed off most of the time.
It's always the camera that's
Maybe
always
it's
behind
not what I say.
It's how you look.
It's not. Maybe it's how I look.
Lanes from behind.
Yes. What's that?
Wait.
Do what?
You just look so mad.
It's always the body language because the cameras are always behind the bench, so all you see is your back, and you're always like. But you never see your face, so you don't know if you're screaming, hollering, or whatever. It's like.
Well,
I'm probably saying
Maybe you should change your defense. You gonna change the defense? Yeah, you gotta do something different.
Quit letting them score all the time.
You must have a different camera angle. The angles I've been getting from the other teams are the other way. So I know. Hey, if the Waynesville coach is watching, I'd like to get that film. I sent you a request.
It's on YouTube.
I was gonna say. You
Oh,
can
it
get
is.
on
Oh,
YouTube.
that's all on YouTube. I didn't know that. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, hey, it's funny because it's like, Zach, you did a great job, but if you don't change your face.
If I would have known that, maybe things would have been different a few years ago. That's what it was.
I'm trying to help you out. You have resting.
Hold on. It's like it's the Bobby. It's
RBF.
the Bobby night. It's
You have
the Bobby
RBF.
night.
Yeah, you get
Game face,
game
right?
face on.
Game face on.
That's a
Is that
great
what it is?
clip.
Oh my god!
Great clip, by the way.
Yes, that is
Man, well,
I'm not kidding you. I was watching film of you guys the other night. I was just
distraction. Distraction.
I just kept looking at McVey instead of the court.
Distraction by design. By design, right?
Zach, you need to just figure out where the other team's camera is. Turn around and wave at Jason. Just be like, "Hey, Jason, happy face," and then turn around. Just
I'll do that Friday or whenever we play them.
Justin will send him the film, so he'll get it.
Justin who? Ford? Oh. That's
Don't play dumb. Come on, man.
You'll be here Friday night to watch that game.
Oh, you ain't gotta.
I guess it's true because he's the one that took the meme about being tenured or whatever 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Arms crossed.
That's how he looks.
Wait,
Dude, he looks. I don't. It was bad up at the Crystal game even, and you guys are doing well, and he's down there.
Hey,
I set up.
Oh
next
yeah,
to
you
him.
were up next to him. That's right.
yeah, because Dad asked me one time. He goes, because he's watching somehow on the dial-up internet down there in Minneapolis, and he calls me up. And of course, I get the fifth degree about whatever game we lost and how terrible I am,
sucky you are.
Yes,
but yeah.
and then he says, "Hey, is Zach even trying to help you?" And I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "He's sitting at the end of the bench." I ain't never seen an assistant coach sit at the end of the bench. I go, yeah, he's talking to me the whole time. He goes, why are you sitting there? He said, because my fat ass is in the way and he can't see. That's what everybody tells me. Jim Klaus told me the same thing. Alan Davis told me the same thing. Chikosi told me the same thing. Eddie's too scared to tell me that.
How many times since I've been sitting up, how many times have I had to grab you and say, get out of my way?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't pay any attention.
Get in your box.
Yeah, well, I've been told that a couple times.
Not him. He doesn't get out of his box.
All right, so speaking of which, I'm going to ask, and for any official that is watching this game or watching the thing, So I got to ask. Watching our podcast for free. The question I have is when the opposing team is shooting a free throw, and the defense is lined up on on the lane. And Zach knows where I'm going with this. If you're not saying anything and you're trying to decide who is boxing out the shooter, and as they're shooting, you're pointing at the shooter, basically saying, "Got him," without saying a word, because you've been told you can't talk, and this has happened, because the kids are sitting there trying to talk and go, who's got the shooter? Because I'll yell it, who's got the shooter? And they're going, I got him. No, you got him. Okay. So then they figure it out, because I always tell them, figure out who's got him, and then the other guy's obviously going to have different responsibility. So the referee says, you guys can't talk when I hand them the ball. What? Okay. Fine. Not a big deal. So they're going, as soon as he gets ready to hand the ball, one kid goes, I got the shooter. The other one, so he throws the ball. He stops. They stop talking, and he goes, got him. Just mouthing it. Didn't say it. And he's pointing at him. Kid misses the free throw. Whistle blows. That's a violation. He's pointing at the shooter, distracting him. Gives him another shot. He makes it. That game went into overtime, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
And
don't think so.
Then I was told that's in the rule book that you can't do that. And there was a word that he used, and he's like, and he confirmed it, like, wasn't that right? I'm like, sure, great, that's fine. Well, you wouldn't want that to happen with your kid shooting. I said, no, hell, our kids, we clap whenever we're shooting in practice to try to make them miss.
Yeah,
to distract them so we get used to that.
So what about the fans that are screaming at their on top of their lungs?
My point is, and my question is on what planet is that even a violation when you're just pointing at the guy? I got the shooter. That's my responsibility. I got him. You're not reaching across the free throw line.
You do time when you say things, though, when we're shooting free throws, and I've noticed this over the years of coaching against you. You time them at a good time.
Okay, great. Whenever you're pointing at the kid.
See, he says it right about when the kid's shooting. I've noticed that over the years.
No, because no. I got to remind my guys, this is a basketball. This is how you put your socks on.
Here we go.
This is how you tie your shoes.
You guys are winning. You're on a streak almost.
Almost. Yeah, that's great.
Speaking of...
So my question is that you ever heard of that? Is that a violation?
I've never heard of it.
What would you do if that happened to you?
Well, I would just ask the question politely of the official and say, sir, why is that? Maybe I don't know the rule book. What page of
the rule book is that on?
Yeah, I don't know.
I always wanted to do that. Like, you get 10 minutes to look it up.
Yeah.
There was a moment in my head where I'm like, where's my rule book at? I'm going to do this. And I didn't. So
only because you didn't know where his rule book was.
I did not know where my rule book was.
I've seen Bruce do it.
It has happened to other people.
Have you ever seen Bruce? I'm almost certain Bruce did it at a game I was at.
But the same official did have to tell Zach, that's enough out of you. And
no, he didn't say that.
What did he say? Well, he said what? He said something to you.
It only goes one way. It's always one way.
It always goes one way with you, doesn't it, or something like that.
I wasn't even talking to him. Talking to a kid on the bench because
I'm not commenting on this because when I talk to people on benches, it doesn't work out well for me either.
Okay, so it's late fourth quarter. Once again, he just said it went into overtime, and he's telling Chris, hey, you need to get in the box, your box. As the other coach is standing at half court, the clock with the arrow, scoring table, holding on to the box that has the arrow. And I made the comment to my player over here. I don't even remember. I said, what about that coach over there? He's kind of out of his box a little bit, isn't he?
He did say that's enough out of you.
Well,
no, he did. He just said it just goes both ways.
You were very sure may have said that to the player, but you were talking to the ref.
What are you looking at him?
You ought to see who I'm looking at when I got my technical.
I did see
whole
it.
Body.
I did because I rewound it like 4 times just to see.
I'm not even.
I cannot confirm or deny who you're speaking to.
Hey,
you could have been looking at him and talking loud enough for everybody.
Okay, I got a technical years ago from a dad 5 rows up.
Yeah, me too.
And he called a technical on me, and I said, "Who are you calling that on?" You. I said
that.
it was the dad 5 stories up.
I remember that. I was there.
You were there. Remember the night the official went off on me, and it was the dad that was a row behind me?
I thought it was your brother.
That was another time.
It was the same night.
David's watching. Hey, David, how you doing?
It was actually the same night because both of them got kicked out.
Yes, they did.
I was there.
And the ref was mad at me, and I go,
I was there.
dude, I'm not saying anything.
It was so great.
Sound like a Jarvis.
Well,
One of you jugheads.
if it sounds like a Jarvis, it must be a Jarvis.
I know, and then he later on came by and said, "I'm sorry, I did really think it was you." And I was like, "I told you it wasn't me, man."
Hey, so you know the infamous Vaseline comment that I made? That was all predicated on a parent sitting behind me who was ripping Charles the whole night.
Oh, yes.
The whole night. And then I said what I said. And I was just kind of like, come on, man. And
tongue in cheek.
He had enough of that guy, thought I was the one who was saying it, and then boop, popped me. I'm like, really? I mean, come on.
He was. I would agree with that.
Come on. But anyway, I probably shouldn't have said that. That was not.
That was inappropriate.
It was inappropriate.
So, Zach, you got nothing going on Friday or Saturday. Our old boy Josh Dorr.
Oh, yeah?
Is coming to town.
Oh, yeah?
His Park Hill South girls basketball team is playing Vashon.
Are they really?
Girls on Friday.
That's cool.
And then Saturday, turn around and play IWA.
Oh, my goodness.
What?
I said, what kind of punishment are you getting yourself into?
Yeah, holy moly.
But they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Where are they playing?
Hey, Blair.
Play Vashon on Friday
Where?
and IWA on Saturday. At Vashon Friday and at IWA on Saturday.
Hey,
playing them both.
Blair,
What
I would
team?
be there Friday, but I'm going to be
Park Hill
somewhere
South.
else.
Yeah, I know.
Well, good luck. Good luck, Coach. I mean,
So
that's-
he told me to tell all the guys around
Yeah.
here that known him and coached against him and stuff. So I told him I'd
Oh,
say,
he's a good guy.
Yeah.
and he said, "Hey, can you just at least bring some purple clothes when you come Friday or Saturday to the game?"
Only
Chris,
purple.
what do you think about purple?
Hey, no comment.
Oh,
No comment. My daughter loves purple.
there you go. That's your comment.
That's it.
But I told him
That's
I
all
probably
got.
might try to show up there or something and watch him play one of those two games.
What
so
day?
Friday or Saturday.
I got
you
something.
got
I don't have a
on
game.
Friday,
I don't have a game Friday. I'll go up there.
Yeah, we don't have a JV game.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. We got an alumni game after. Saw a little bit of the alumni game practice.
Is Friday
a while
the
back.
10th?
No.
No,
Friday's
6th.
Look how I'm trying to fast forward stuff. Oh,
He is just ready for the 13th. You realize that
Friday,
You do
the
not,
13th.
Chris.
I know.
Do you have no clue the absolute butt whooping that is going to happen to you on
what
the
is he talking about?
He's going to unload
He gets
both
mad when I
barrels.
say sandbagging, but this is getting thick.
It's getting thick in here.
I needed to wear boots over here to the St. Pius the 10th.
I'm surprised.
Are we
Chris
going to
don't
have a JV
on.
game?
Yeah, no.
What?
Are we going to have a JV game that night?
Yes.
I'm just asking.
I had people sick with COVID and crap last year. You act like I just canceled the game because I wanted to pee in your Cheerios. Mister, I'm playing 2 quarters all year. Shut up.
We didn't play 2 quarters last night.
Last night's the first one in a while, isn't it? Oh, okay.
No, we had the
Hillsborough
pleasure.
was 4
We had
quarters.
the pleasure of
Well, then
viewing
you could
Hillsborough.
have came to the tournament then.
Hey, and
No,
then
because he had what handful of
Yeah.
guys.
Crystal played with 6.
yeah,
We
the
would've
same
had
kid,
6.
the kids who would dress down, I had to dress them up for the varsity tournament over at Rolla.
Oh.
So that's why. And plus, I had one kid who was sick, who was a varsity kid, didn't go. So yeah, and we played everybody. Had to.
That's all you got.
You know, I mean,
Play with what you got.
3 games in a row, got to play.
Hey, I got to give him crap.
Yeah, I know.
I agree.
Luckily got Potosi at the last minute.
Yeah.
Oh, you just picked them up.
In
for
a-
that
in a
tournament.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I gotcha.
Now it's the
large school. It's the large
Herculaneum
school.
Herculaneum JV large school tournament.
Yep.
I will say,
Who else is in that?
Yeah.
we played the 13th against you guys, and we did pick up a game for the 17th.
Oh yeah, who'd you pick up?
Festus Tigers.
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
That'd be a good one.
Who you rooting for, Jason?
The Herculean Black Cat. Once a black cat, always a black
are you
cat,
gonna,
baby.
Are you gonna have Festus Tiger T-shirt on underneath that pullover?
Heck no. You know how many interviews I've had over there in 23 years?
4.
1.
Oh, I was shooting high.
Yeah,
I was going to say 1, but I didn't want to.
But no, it's the. I think it's the. Is it sponsored by anybody? Your tournament, your JV tournament.
My JV tournament is not sponsored by it.
So it's the Herculaneum Large School Junior Varsity Invitational.
Whatever you want to call it.
Whoever's going to come and play, and then I need clock workers.
Potosi is definitely not in the Jefferson County Conference.
That's a large school.
It's just large school.
They're-
It's the
it's
same
all
as a
large school.
conference.
But they're not in Jefferson.
I know it's a large school though.
Yeah.
Who else?
Hillsboro,
Large school.
DeSoto,
Large school.
Festus,
large school. North County, large school.
Crystal,
and then one.
Crystal City. And it used to be you guys. Grandview.
Oh, 7.
And
2 small schools.
No, there's an 8th.
Didn't I just go with that?
We're in the small school
can't count.
conference still.
Not for
so
long.
we're still considered small
Not
school.
for long.
For long.
Just keep the subdivisions coming up over there on the highway.
That's all right.
I motion that Herculaneum be moved
It's not happening.
the big school.
How many times have you lost to me, Miller, since I've been at Crystal or at Herky?
Arkansas beats Mizzou
Like
74-70.
Oh man, like twice, I think, if that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it's been one time. It was that tournament win.
Tournament win, 3rd place game.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear this crying. We don't get to recruit.
We don't recruit.
I got 2 kids on my team that were here at one point and came back. Come
Yeah,
on.
and what point did I have anything to do with that?
I'm just saying.
Hey, come over here and play. I got candy. That freaking didn't happen either.
I am all about fans.
He's got candy. What is he talking about here?
Whatever it takes to get that candy. That's Saturday Night Live.
See, I don't remember stuff like that.
Oh, my God.
That's because concussions.
CTE. It could be.
You're going to be very interesting to be around later on in life. Just so you
I
know.
probably will be about another 5-6 years.
How long did Junior Seau go before he kind of went? All right, that's too soon.
Man.
I know.
Wow. You were talking about people sold their dead relatives scooters, and your guys are diss me for what? Making fun of, or not making fun of, but bringing up the Pittsburgh quarterback who walked in front of a semi.
Oh, my gosh. Well,
Pittsburgh. They need to draft a quarterback because they just lost one and got hit by a car.
Well, he was out at like 4 a.m. on the freeway. What do you? I mean,
It wasn't what you said, Jason. It was how you said it.
oh, here we go.
And
again.
apparently, it's also how you look while you're saying it. And that's just the list.
No, you just have the
RBF, I guess.
Oh my!
Maybe. Well, that explains some things.
Must be. I don't know.
Man, it just got quiet. I mean,
Awkward silence.
Chris talking about selling scooters, me talking about quarterbacks running into trucks. I mean, you know.
Zach's RBF
I guess.
and Riley. Well, you know, it's pretty far.
Well, it's easy to pick him out. I just look for jeans. Oh, there's Zach.
Hey, that's a guy that's comfortable. All right.
Who was it? Wasn't Ron Rhodes the one that wore jeans a lot? Didn't he wear jeans?
no, I don't
wasn't
think
Ron.
it was Ron. Who
There's
was it?
another coach that wore jeans quite a bit.
Doyle Denbo, who used to coach years ago, his son Steve Denbo played at Lesterville, but Doyle coached. He came out of retirement down in Richland. Never will forget this. He's wearing cowboy boots and jeans, and it was, I mean, like pointy toe cowboy boots and a bolo, and I'm like, all right,
A bolo?
Oh yeah, but he was an older fella, and
He's an older fella.
Hey, good dude though, real good dude. But he
Did
was
his
the first
family
guy I ever
sell a
saw.
scooter or what?
Steve wouldn't do that.
Was that his scooter that you guys
No,
bought?
I didn't buy one. I ain't the one that needs a scooter.
I don't need one either.
Not now, you don't.
No, I did.
But I did.
I did. And I don't
Everybody got
suggest
home
anyone.
around.
Don't ever break your ankle. It ain't no fun.
Listen, Jason, it's probably a good idea to invest in something like that. You get payments made off by the time you really need it. You already got it paid for.
I actually just let one of our teachers borrow my scooter.
Your
No,
Show
what you-
it,
no,
take
what
the
you-
bad turn.
yeah. No, you just go with like Aldi's. You put the quarter in it, and then you
As long as you return it, I always. Every time I go to Aldi's, I forget my damn quarter too. I'm like,
Those are 4 quarters. So we gotta get
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Man, you guys are very cruel.
It's worth a little bit more.
Hey, I always carry a quarter, and then I hand it to the lady who usually is coming out with their cart before she puts it up, and I'm like, "Here you go," and she's like, "Oh, thank you." Here you go. Yeah, great.
Keep away from that thing.
Don't have to put the little thing back in. What I really hate is when I'm doing Instacart because I hate Aldi. I hate doing Instacart.
I wouldn't
Aldi.
take Aldi's. Nope.
I hate it, but if there's
Because
nothing
they're
else,
not marked.
well, I know they're not, it's hard to find the aisles, but if you know the store, then you're good. And if you ask the people for help, they will be more than happy to stop what they're doing to come help you, and it's great.
I did that the other night. Yes.
Did you just Instacart lately?
No,
I haven't done
I've
it
been
since
doing
July.
A DoorDash, and they do Walgreens. They're big with Walgreens.
Oh, I hate Walgreens too,
dude. No, Walgreens ain't bad. I mean, usually, but they want beauty supplies and all that. I'm standing there going, they all look the same.
I did a DoorDash one time and had to go to Walgreens. It was like when they first started doing it, and you know what they wanted? Feminine products. So here I am with pads,
with or without wings,
walking up there, and I've got other stuff, and this big old thing, and I'm just like, yeah, this is me. Oh, is it now? I mean, you see the look on this gal's face. It's
I had some weird stuff. I went to 7-Eleven.
Oh, 7-Eleven is terrible too.
And some of the stuff people get. Yeah.
They probably just add that just to be like, see if they actually pick it up or not.
See if they pick it up. Yeah. See if they'll bring it to me.
No. Because if you DoorDash some of that crap, you're paying an arm and a leg for some stuff that.
But if you're already getting it, might as well just add to that. Right? If you're already getting some other stuff that you actually need.
Dude, I've delivered the airplane liquor bottles. I've delivered like a 6-pack of them. Someone will order 6 of them, and it'll cost them. Yeah, but it'll cost them like $20 to get.
Or the best ones is when they do the Schnucks orders, and it is just liquor only. Wait, I take that back. Liquor and a 12-pack of something. Mm-hmm. So you've got like three big bottles of whatever. And then I've delivered to the same place both times, and it was the same order because I got it again. I'm like, oh, I know where this is going too. Pick it up, and then it gives me where I'm going. Drove over there, and it's like, hey, fancy seeing you again. Here, I'm like, all right, man. And I'm telling you, it was about a few days apart. Woo! And it was a lot of booze.
Well, I
enjoy that.
Was a lot of booze.
Was it in hematite?
It was in it was in Herky.
Because there was this one in hematite that I went to a lot. And I'm like, holy crap.
It was in Herky, though.
It's even better.
It was like, right up from whatever the street is you turn to go to the school.
Right up from
getting ready to have a parent meeting with the coaches over there.
Get ready. Get ready.
It was like right up the hill, and you make a left, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like, yeah. And so anyway, it's just really funny. No, there's a lot of crazy stuff that you end up picking up for DoorDash.
I bet so.
But you know what? It's kind of fun because it always makes for a funny story.
I made $15 for a box of condoms once.
Well, thanks for that, Jason.
And that was a leave at the door, no contact.
My favorite is the instructions on DoorDash that they leave. Like one of them was make sure you leave the stuff at the door. Don't knock because the satanic dog will start barking. Wake up my entire bunch of kids that are asleep. Then I'll have to beat the dog, throw it outside, and I don't want any of this to happen. I'm serious. They typed the whole thing out there.
They typed
and it's
some
hilarious.
Stuff.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean,
do not ring the doorbell, and it has ring doorbell all highlighted. You're like, okay, man, just say no contact.
Just
I
gonna
drop
put
it off.
the stuff on the porch and walk away.
I love it when they do that, and then you go up to the door and you go to put it down, and the dog smells you or whatever, and it doesn't matter that you didn't ring the doorbell. That dog is
yeah.
I had a woman who was about 75, if not older, in her Instacart order, there was some booze that she wanted. So anytime you have booze, you got to card it because you got to scan the back.
Scan the back.
Scan the back. You have to ask. It's like you check the picture. Is that them? Yes. You scan the back. Whatever else you got to do.
DoorDash, it never works. God.
So this old lady, because she had dropped, like leave them in the garage. I'm gonna leave the garage door open. So I had to knock on the door in the garage and say, and she's just like, well, I left everything right here. And I go, I know, but you ordered booze. Are you serious? Do I look like I'm 21, under 21? I go, it really doesn't matter what I think. I just got to scan your ID. And she took it and just tossed it at me. I'm like, damn, lady.
Well, and I had one.
Chill out.
I had one the other night. I thought it was the night it was snowing back a few weeks ago.
I got some.
And I made almost $300 in 2 days.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, it was like 5 hours.
Can't wait for the next blizzard.
I know, 5 hours one day, a couple hours the next. And I scanned it and everything, thought it went through. I get all the way to my car. There's a truck, and I had to go back to her door through the snow again. The lady was, it was pretty late. So she wasn't, she was dressed for bed. And I had to go back, and I'm like,
Lynn's not watching. You're fine.
I knocked the door. Hell no. And I knocked on the door, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, but that damn thing would not scan the ID. Oh, it took me forever. It was awful. But anyway, yeah, I'll tell you what. You see some interesting stuff doing it. And I said that when I just delivered pizza, but dude, DoorDash is a little bit wilder.
DoorDash is on another level of crazy. Instacart.
Are you ever fearful of no?
I have never
whether it's delivering pizza or all that.
I've delivered to a couple places where I've had to go behind, like the apartment building, and that's kind of freaky sometimes. But don't worry, I'm well armed.
So for anybody who
got the guns.
For anybody who wants to mess with Jason, just know that you're.
I got my gun show, baby.
Well armed.
He's a lethal weapon.
You've seen the commercials on here.
Not lately. You haven't showed off the guns. Nobody knows.
No, I'm so fat. I can't. So I got black on. Makes you look thinner.
Well, guys, it's been fun. That's 2 hours.
It's been real.
It's been 2 hours.
I know, right? Imagine we just get together and we just talk and have fun.
It's been a minute. My brother said this show was hitting a low.
This show has turned a bad turn.
Whatever. We still have some people watching it right now.
Even if you don't like
I got 10 people at least.
Hey, listen. If you don't like it, I don't care.
4 of us watching it right here.
Zach's not watching it.
I'm not either.
Well, anyway. Appreciate you guys tuning in for another episode.
Hey, next week there might be a little fireworks on the show. That'll be a couple days.
No, it'll be bland and vanilla.
No, I am not. I'm bringing the heat.
Coach Powers is going to host so that he doesn't have to.
Kevin needs to be here.
I would agree. Kevin needs to be here.
Kevin needs to be here.
We need to have the whole
Why
gang
does Kevin need to be here?
So because he's not going to talk.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my, you're right. He's going to be such a
soft
fuddy-duddy.
He's soft.
I'm definitely soft.
Well, he's just a silence before the storm.
I don't get too worked up.
Oh, shoot.
I'm not allowed to.
Oh, yeah.
How many games have you got technicals against us? That's what I need to look up, because that's been a couple. I know one for sure.
One?
Yeah, you know where you're
from your buddy.
Well, I hope you get a technical this time, too.
Karma.
I'll tell you what, if you have your buddy officiating, I probably will.
What buddy are you
I
talking
hit that button too soon.
What buddy are you talking about? I don't have any buddies.
You all have buddies. Everybody has buddies.
I like that guy. He's great. All right. Thanks for tuning in for another episode
Deuces.
of The Coach's Box. We will see you guys next week. Till then, stay safe. Don't do anything Jarvis wouldn't do.
Go Black Cats.
We just lost a bunch of viewers.